What is the area of Iraq? Answer is 437,072 square kilometers. What is the capital and largest city of Iraq? Baghdad. What is the official name of Iraq? Republic of Iraq. What is the national currency of Iraq? Answer is Iraqi dinar. What is the official language of Iraq? Arabic. What is the second spoken language of Iraq? Kurdish. What is the national symbol of Iraq? A golden black eagle looking towards the viewer's left. What is the national anthem of Iraq? Mawtini, my homeland. What is the national motto of Iraq? Allahu Akbar, God is the greatest. When National Day is observed in Iraq? October 3. When Republic Day is observed in Iraq? July 14. What is the official national tree of Iraq? Date palm tree. What is the national flower of Iraq? Red rose. What is the national animal of Iraq? Answer is chukar. What is the national bird of Iraq? This is also chukar. What is the national dish of Iraq? Answer is masgouf. What is the national fruit of Iraq? Answer is ficus garcia. What is the national drink of Iraq? Coffee. What is the national instrument of Iraq? The horizontal forearm harp. What is the national poet of Iraq? Maruf al-Rasafi. What is the national color of Iraq? Red, white and black. What is the most popular game of Iraq? Answer is football. What is the old name of Iraq? Mesopotamia. What is the meaning of the word Mesopotamia? Land between rivers. What is the oldest civilization in the world? Mesopotamian civilization. What is the first Mesopotamian civilization? Answer is the Sumerian civilization. Where the Sumerian civilization existed? In southern Mesopotamia. When did the Sumerian civilization begin? Around 5000 BC. The Sumerian civilization existed on the bank of which river? The Tigris and Euphrates. What was the temple called that was located at the center of each city in Sumerian civilization? Answer is Ziggurat. What was one of the earliest systems of writing invented by the Sumerians? Answer is cuneiform. What is the most important invention of Sumerians? Wheel. When the Sumerian civilization ends? Around 23rd century BC. How the Sumerian civilization ends? With the rise of Akkadian empires. The Akkadians were the first to move from separate city-states to which form of government? Answer is the empire. What language did the Akkadians speak? Answer is Akkadian. Which Akkadian leader rose to power and first united Mesopotamia under one rule? Answer is Sargon the Great. Which civilization came after the Akkadian civilization? Answer is Assyrian civilization. When Assyrian Empire was established? Around 25th century BC. Where was the center of the Assyrian Empire? In northern Mesopotamia. What were the Assyrians most known for? Their fearsome army and warriors. What metal did the Assyrians use to make their weapons, chariots and tools strong? Answer is iron. Which other empire did the Assyrians battle throughout much of ancient history for control of the Mesopotamia and the Middle East? Answer is Babylonians. Who brought down the Assyrian Empire in 612 BC? Answer is Babylonians Emperor. Who was the last great king of Assyrians? Answer is Assurbanipal. Who divided a circle into 360 degrees? Answer is the Assyrians. When Babylonian civilization was built? Around 2300 BC. How Babylonian civilization was built? By mixture of Sumerian and Akkadian civilization. What was the capital of Babylonian civilization? Answer is Babylon. The city of Babylon was located on the bank of which river? The Euphrates. What was the earliest written code of law in the world? Answer is the Code of Hammurabi. Who is Hammurabi? Babylonian king. What was the language of the people of the Babylonian civilization? Answer is Akkadian language. Babylonians divided week into how many days? Answer is 7. Which Babylonian empire built the Hanging Garden? Answer is Nebuchadnezzar II. When did Nebuchadnezzar attack Jerusalem? In 597 BC. When did Nebuchadnezzar destroy Jerusalem? In 589 BC. What is the period in Jewish history during which a number of people from the ancient kingdom of Judah were captives in Babylon? Answer is the Babylonian captivity or Babylonian exile. When did Babylonian exile start? In 597 BC. When did the Jews return from exile in Babylon? In 538 BC. Where the earliest map founded? Sippar in Iraq near Babylon. Which people conquered the Babylonian Empire in 529 BC? Answer is the Persians. Which Persian Empire ruled Mesopotamia? Achaemenid Empire. When the Persian Empire fell to Alexander the Great and came under Greek rule? In 331 BC. Under Greek rule, Mesopotamia was the part of which empire? The Seleucid Empire. When Christianity reached Mesopotamia? 1st century AD. When Romans conquered Mesopotamia? 2nd century AD. Under Romans, Mesopotamia was the part of which empire? Answer is the Parthian Empire. When the Parthians were in turn succeeded by the Sassanid dynasty? In 3rd century AD. When Arabian Muslims invaded the Sassanid Empire? Answer is in 642. Who was the Caliph of Arabia in 642? Answer is Umar ibn al-Khattab. Who became the Caliph after the death of Umar ibn al-Khattab? Answer is Uthman ibn Affan. After assassination of Uthman on 17 June 656, who became the Caliph? Answer is Ali ibn Abi Talib. When the first civil war started in Arabia? In 656. When Ali was assassinated and the first civil war ended? In 661. Where is Ali ibn Abi Talib buried? Imam Ali Mosque, Najaf, Iraq. After assassination of Ali, who became the Caliph? Answer is Hassan ibn Ali. How the civil war ended? The new Caliph Hassan ibn Ali signed a peace treaty abdicating Caliphate to Muawiyah. Muawiyah started which Caliphate in Arabia? Answer is Umayyad Caliphate. When Hassan ibn Ali was poisoned by his wife and died? In 670. When Muawiyah was died and second civil war started? In 680. Why the second civil war started? Muawiyah appointed his son Yazid as successor. Where Hussein ibn Ali was killed? In Karbala, central Iraq. In which battle Hussein ibn Ali was killed? The Battle of Karbala. When the Battle of Karbala was fought? On 10th October 680. When the Abbasid Caliphate started in Arabia? In 750. When Abu Ja'far al-Mansur became the Caliph? 10th June 754 AD. Which period is called the Abbasid Golden Age? 775 to 861 AD. When Abu Ja'far al-Mansur founded the city of Baghdad as his capital? In 762. When Harun al-Rashid became the Caliph? 14th September 786. When the Abbasids period ended with the sack of Baghdad by Mongols under the Hulagu Khan? In 1258. Who was the last Caliph of Abbasids Caliphate? Answer is Al-Mustasim Billah. After the fall of the Mongols, which emperor ruled Iraq? The Mamluk Sultanate. When did Ottoman Empire take over Iraq from Mamluk Sultanate? In 831. When British forces captured Baghdad? In 1917. when a Hashemite monarchy was organized under British protection. In 1921, when did Iraq gain independence as a Kingdom of Iraq? On October 3, 1932. Who became the first king of Iraq? Faisal I. When the Golden Square officers, headed by Rashid Ali, overthrew the King Faisal II. Answer is 1st April 1941, when the new government of Iraq was defeated by the Allied forces. In May 1941, when Iraq joined the United Nations and became a founding member of the Arab League. In 1945, when the Iraqi Revolution, which also known as 1958 Iraqi coup d'etat, took place. On 14th July 1958. What is the result of the 14th July Revolution? Overthrew the Hashemite monarchy and established the Iraqi Republic. Who was the king of Hashemite monarchy? King Faisal II. Who led the 14th July Revolution? Brigadier Abdul Karim Qasem. When Abdul Karim Qasem was born? 21st November 1914. When Abdul Qasim became the Prime Minister of Iraq. 14th July 1958. Abdul Karim Qasem was popularly known as what during his rule? Al-Jaim, the leader. When the first Iraqi Kurdish war started? 11th September 1961. When Qasim was overthrown and killed by the Ba'athist coup. 8th February 1963. The February 1963 coup d'etat in Iraq is also known as which revolution? The Ramadan Revolution. Who became the Prime Minister after Abdul Karim Qasem? Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr. When Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr was born? 1st July 1914. When al-Bakr became the Prime Minister of Iraq? 8th February 1963. When al-Bakr became President of Iraq and the first Chairman of the Revolutionary Command Council. 17th July 1968. Al-Bakr appointed which person as Vice President in 1968? Answer is Saddam Hussein. When did the first Iraqi Kurdish war end? March 1970. When the 65 years old Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr was stepped down. 16th July 1979. When Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr died. 4th October 1982. Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr belongs to which political party? The Ba'ath Party. Who became the President of Iraq after Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr? Saddam Hussein. When Saddam Hussein was born? 28th April 1937. What is the full name of Saddam Hussein? Saddam Hussein Abdul Majid Al-Tikriti. When the Iraq-Iran war began? 22nd September 1980. When did Iraq-Iran war end? 20th August 1988, when Iraq invaded Kuwait and started Gulf War. On 2nd August 1990, when the coalition succeeded in driving out the Iraqi forces from Kuwait. On 26 February 1991, when a United States organized coalition invaded Iraq. On 20th March 2003, when US forces took control of Baghdad's international airport. On 4th April 2003, when US forces took control of Baghdad. On 9th April 2003, when did USA occupy Iraq? On 1st May 2003, when Saddam Hussein was captured by American forces. On 13th December 2003, what was the American military operation conducted on 13th December 2003 to capture Saddam Hussein? Answer is Operation Red Dawn, when Saddam Hussein was hanged. On 13 December 2006, what type of government is there in Iraq? Federal Parliamentary Constitutional Republic. Who is the present president of Iraq? Bahram Salih. Who is the present Prime Minister of Iraq? Mustafa Al-Khadimi. When the new constitution of Iraq was approved? In October 2005. Where Iraq is located? In Western Asia, the Middle East. What are the two major rivers of Iraq? The Euphrates and the Tigris. What is the longest river in Iraq? The Euphrates. What is the highest mountain in Iraq? Answer is Chikadar. What is the long mountain of Iraq? The Zagros mountain. How many countries have land border with Iraq? Answer is 6. What is the oldest city in Iraq? Answer is Eridu. What is the common climate in Iraq? Hot arid. Who is known as the father of algebra? Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi. The term algebra is derived from which name? Al-Jabr. Where the term Al-Jabr used for the first time? In the book Al-Kitab Al-Mukhtasar Fi Hisab Al-Jabr Wal-Muqabla. Who wrote the book Al-Kitab Al-Mukhtasar Fi Hisab Al-Jabr Wal-Muqabla? Answer is Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi. What is the meaning of the book Al-Kitab Al-Mukhtasar Fi Hisab Al-Jabr Wal-Muqabla? The compitious book on calculation by complexing and balancing. When Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi was born? In 780. When Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi was died? In 850. Who is called the father of Arab philosophy? Al-Kindi. Who is sometimes called Mrs. Anthrax by Anglo-American media? Huda Salim Mahdi Abbas. Who invented 60 seconds minute and 60 minutes hour? Answer is Babylonians. What is the population of Iraq? Answer is 38.43 million. What is the religion of the people of Iraq? Answer is Islam. What was the religion of Iraq before Islam? Answer is Zoroastrianism. What is the main economic sector in Iraq? Answer is oil sector. What is Maqam in Iraq? Traditional Arab music. Which country is called cradle of ancient civilization? Answer is Iraq. Now some important fact about Iraq. Baghdad served as the center of learning during the Islamic Golden Age. In the memory of Iraqi soldiers who died during the Iraq-Iran War, a monument, Al-Said Monument, was built in Iraq. In 1991, the phrase Allahu Akbar was added in green Arabic script to the flag of Iraq. Beginning its participation in Olympic Games in 1948, Iraq has only won a bronze medal. Reading of fortune in the constellation and the fear of black cat were all invented in Iraq. Iraq is also the home to the world's fast writing system and recorded history. Islamic traditions relate that Noah's Ark was built in the city of Kufa, which is in Iraq. A rare phenomenon that brought rain and hailstorms caused a river of frozen water that streamed through the desert of Iraq. Almost half of all married couples in Iraq are first and second cousins. Production of honey and its trade is a major industry in Iraq. The Epic of Gilgamesh is an epic poem from ancient Mesopotamia. It is often regarded as the earliest surviving great work of literature. Iraq has a small coastline measuring 58 km along the Persian Gulf. Now some general facts about Iraq. Thanks for watching.